What's going on, fam? Untitled back again. Here with the DC Multiverse, uh, new CW Supergirl TV show, Supergirl. Now, get her off here. I'm gonna say that this probably, out of all the from the shows and movies from this multiverse line, this is probably one of the more decent figures that I've gotten. I've been kind of disappointed with that, especially at Wonder Woman, Aquaman, no ab crunch or nothing. Nice sculpt, but no ab crunch. The Superman also no ab crunch. So most of the figures just didn't look like no effort into them, and this one I was undecided. I couldn't decide. This face sculpt was on and off. Some of them is depend on what figure you could find. So there were actually two. I actually picked her up at Toys R Us, but there were actually two, and both face sculpts were good, but the other one had some paint issues, really bad paint issues. So what was that showing? My light's too bright. Oh, in here. So okay, a little bit better right there. Just be mindful, because I thought it was just that other one, but the other one had this also, but it was on the other side, and the skirt I don't think was supposed to be coming off, but it was all raggedy on her, like twisted on her. I don't think the skirt's supposed to be moving, so I don't know, but just be mindful of that. You may see that. I don't know. I think that's, I don't know, some kind of production issue or something, because it was on the other one, but on this side, so I don't know what's going on with that. So, but the show, yeah, sometimes it's all right. Sometimes it was, I felt they was using too much Superman stuff. Just using Superman stories with Supergirl, and she really should have been younger. Technically, if this should be Power Girl, or technically, if anybody knows the comics. So, but if they was going with the older version, so, but the costume has grown on me though too. Those first photos they released, I wasn't feeling it, but I think it was Dumbass Reviewer. I think he said it too. Hope they change this. They need to put some yellow in there, or the gold in there too. I think that could help this out some more too. I didn't notice that while watching the show, that there was no gold in that part. So, but this is pretty nicely done. I just wish their articulation would be a little bit better too. I said this one's the more decent of these multiverse live action figures, and I find it more partial to Supergirl than Superman, but I'm going towards more of the Kryptonian camp now, because everybody's liking Batman too much. It's like over. Everybody's a Batman fan. It's like not special to be a Batman fan. I still like the character, but probably gonna go over to more Superman stuff. So, and I'm more Supergirl. So, I don't know why I didn't bring him over here, but go over Articulation real quick, because she doesn't come with nothing but the leg for Doomsday, which I'm probably gonna buy the other parts online and see. I may get one more. We'll see. But head, left and right. The hair doesn't get in the way that much, but just be careful. It does look left and right, which is cool. It does look down a little bit. Not up, but she does look down. I forgot to show. They did some shading back here in her hair, which probably wasn't really necessary, because her hair is kind of more this color in the show. But get back to Articulation. Shoulders go up that far, down, not straight down. You can't get them straight to the side, which is pretty unfortunate. Straight up, down. Bicep swivel, but Marvel Legends just have females figures the same, so I can't complain about that. Bend at the elbow, swivel at the elbow, so just a swivel at the wrist, which we could get hinges. They can do hinges. They do them for WWE figures, so this ab crunch is somewhat effective. It does go forward that much, a little bit. Not that much back either, so it's could be worked on. It should be better. That's one thing they need to fix, these ab crunches. Update some articulation, especially in the legs. It does have waist rotation. Those DCUC hips, which are kind of limited because it's soft, but it doesn't give much play. So you could do the splits further, Legs do go up about that far. Single bend at the knee. They could get these figures double jointed knees. There is a thigh swivel up there too. Sorry about that. And no rocker, but a hinge. That's the thing about these. Like I said, they put more effort into the wrestling figures. Mainly the legs, but they could. Mattel, everybody's been saying that Mattel needs to update their articulation because they still stuck in, this is like 90s articulation on a 2016 figures, which makes no sense. So everybody's doing all double jointed knees and most of the people are still doing some people are still doing, the females still doing this, bicep swivel, but so I can't complain about that because that's some female Marvel Legends, so you can't really complain about that because it's the same with them, but at least they come with double jointed knees and a rocker. So, but yeah, like I said, I feel this is the most decent one, and hold on, I had them all ready for it. There's two other Supergirls I have compare with. So here's a new 52 version, which I still think is my favorite, more up-to-date version of her from DC Collectibles. Just wish it had more articulation also. And here's she keeps falling down. That's another thing, those DCUC ankles that your figures sometimes will fall over. I don't know, those ankles are never good with DCUC figures, most of them. So I think she won't stand up. This is Ed McGuinness Supergirl, pre-52, which is probably still my favorite incarnation of her, which I was hoping they would go back to once we did Rebirth, but I got that first issue of her, and they, what I hate the most, they put all the stuff from the show, they started putting it in the comic book, so I won't be reading that. I just didn't like they started doing some of the stuff they was doing in the show and the comic book, so I don't like. I prefer the comic book be separate from the TV show if they're going to do it, so But there's some other Supergirls I have, so this comparisons to other ones. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some photos. Supergirl fan like me, yeah, you might. This is one of the more decent figures to get from this wave. If not, it's an easy pass. If you're not into her or you don't or not into this line, because this line is not, Mattel needs to put more effort into the DC universe. Put more effort into the DC universe characters, because I like I said, I gotta cut back on with budget, so I would do DC Collectibles, but they want to up theirs to $30, and I can't do that right now. So I was trying to hoping these Mattel would up their game, but they still stuck. Well, at least with the comic characters, still stuck in the past and won't put no effort into it. So I'm gonna try to do that Doomsday buy the parts online. So hopefully I can do that, and then notice what's. Oh, I threw something on this Supergirl. It's that shadow effect. Okay. I'm rambling on, so thanks again for watching, and stick around for some photos. Until next time, don't support scalpers. This video went on kind of longer than I thought, so peace.